talk show where the real stories flow. Tom the real piscine predator, letting the truth show. From crimes to politics, he dives deep into the core. MMA, trending news, nothing he won't explore. Get ready for the ride, no filter, no disguise. TRPP'S True Talk Show, where the real stories flow. Tom the real piscine predator, let the truth show. From crimes to politics, he dives deep into the core. MMA, trending news, nothing he won't explore. Get ready for the ride, no filter, no disguise. TRPP'S speaks the truth, no sugarcoat or lie. Buckle up, hold tight, the facts will blow your mind. Smash the like, comment, subscribe, don't let this pass by. No, let this pass by. Unveiling mysteries, shedding light on what's concealed. Tom unravels the unseen, the untold tales revealed. Each episode a journey, a roller coaster of insight. No topic off limits, the uncovering taking flight. Brace yourself for the impact, the naked truth on display. TRPP'S voice echoes loud, resonating far and wide. Standing tall in the storm, unafraid to take a side. Join the conversation, let knowledge be your guide. Hello. And the roar of honesty, the rhythm of the real, the realm of authenticity where lies can't steal. TRPP'S True Talk Show, a beacon of steel. Hello, let this pass by. Hello, let this pass by. Hello.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, the real Piscine Predator, aka TRPP, and I'm back with that true talk, baby. Let's go. All right, guys, we back, and I'm back with a new to us missing case, and it's a lot known about it, but unfortunately missing, right? So we don't know where our victim is, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into this story. Okay, it's got a little bit of coverage, but like many cases, just not enough. Right? Just not enough coverage. So if I can do my part by getting it out there, do what I can do. And this case here was actually requested. The coverage was requested by one of our moderators, Miss Dakota. And this story is coming out of Wyoming. So I got a few articles I'm going to read, got some updates and whatnot, and pretty much we're going to progress it all the way up to where we're at. As of a couple days ago, there was an update, and it wasn't really an update I think any of us that had been following it wanted to hear. So that being said, I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up, let's see, we're going to pull up this beautiful slideshow that, family and friends have made for the victim. Our victim's name is Katheryn Ferguson, and it's truly a very sad story. We're talking about some babies that do no longer have their mother around. So let me go ahead and get this pulled up, and I'll let you guys go ahead and look at this while I'm reading articles. Alrighty. So this is Miss Katheryn, and we got Katheryn and pictures of her and the babies, and so I'll just let that go ahead and play while open that up. Go ahead and let that play while I read to you guys. Okay, first article I got for you guys, MSN. So this is 11 months ago. This is when this all started first transpiring. So mother of two looking to start new life disappears on cross-country trip, car covered in blood. Mother of two looking to start new life disappears on cross-country trip. The last known sighting of Katheryn and Katie Ferguson was in October in Truman, Arkansas. She wasn't reported missing until November 2nd. Yeah, we've heard of this before, right? Okay. Mother of two missing for nearly 2 months disappeared during a cross-country road trip with her small children and ex-boyfriend, leaving a car with a bullet hole behind. Relatives said Katheryn and Katie Ferguson, 33, disappeared while traveling from Wyoming to Alabama, where she was planning to start a new life. She was with her two daughters and their father, Adam Shane Aviles. I believe that's how you say his name. If not, who cares? That dude's scum. Aviles, 26, returned to their Cody, Wyoming home with the girls aged 4 and 2, but not Ferguson. He was arraigned in court last week on federal criminal charges unrelated to Ferguson's disappearance. Aviles, faces charges of being a felon in possession of ammunition, the U.S. Attorney's Office in Wyoming has confirmed. He will remain in police custody until his pending trial on that charge, which has been scheduled for January 22nd, 2024. Cops said he was one of very last people to see Ferguson before she vanished. Reportedly on October 10th, the last known sighting of the single mom was in Truman, Arkansas. She wasn't reported missing until November 2nd. Authorities found Avila's abandoned Dodge Durango and noted it was covered in blood with a bullet hole in one of the doors. The search for Ferguson has shifted online, with the family waging a social media campaign to raise awareness to the case. Hence why we're here. Guys. They also are speaking to the media and are suspicious of Aviles. I don't think she's alive. I really don't, said Ferguson's sister, Nicole Ferguson, in an interview with KTVQ. Now, see, I'm wondering myself, it's like, did they test the blood yet? Did they test the blood that was found on that vehicle? Local authorities arrested Aviles earlier this month on misdemeanor methamphetamine possession charges and taking his father's truck without permission at the Cowboy State Daily reports. Wyoming prosecutors decided to drop the charges, clearing a path for federal prosecutors to file one charge of being a felon in possession of ammunition. Searches of Aviles' former residence, where his father still lives, turned up methamphetamine. It was unclear when the ammunition that sparked a federal charge was found or where. A GoFundMe campaign has been launched to help find Ferguson and cover travel expenses to have her children return to Mona Harlan's, Katie's home. The page notes that Katie and Aviles had an abusive relationship prior to their breakup. If convicted on weapon charges, Aviles could be sentenced to 15 years in federal prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a $250,000 fine. All right, so that's first article, guys. Now, like I said, we do this in progression, right? So here's the next one we got is missing mom of two, Katie Ferguson, messages to stepmom months before vanishing. I'm begging you, will you please help? So, I mean, this case is like, it's so frustrating. I mean, you will see as I keep reading, right? It's so frustrating because it's pretty clear what happened to her. It's just, they can't prove it seems. Okay, I'll keep reading. Okay, Katie Ferguson sent the plea while driving from Wyoming, where she said ex-boyfriend Adam Aviles Jr. kept following us. Missing mom of two, Katie Ferguson, was begging her stepmom for help relocating from Wyoming to Alabama and away from her ex-boyfriend months before her disappearance, according to a report. The plea was revealed in Fox News report published Saturday, a month to the day after Ferguson, 33, was reported missing to police in Cody, Wyoming. I'm begging you, will you please help? Ferguson wrote to stepmother Angela Ferguson via Facebook on May 17th as she drove east from Wyoming to Alabama with her two young daughters. Messages provided to the outlet show. I would drive it far as I can straight through, but I can't with a 5-month-old and a 4-year-old, Kitty wrote. I don't want to be stranded on the side of the road with two kids. She wrote that she left Wyoming after her ex-boyfriend Adam Aviles Jr. kept following us. I kept seeing him everywhere, wrote Ferguson. I couldn't stay in Cody. A lawyer for Aviles, who is in police custody while facing a federal criminal charge, felon in possession of ammunition, did not respond to a request for comment from Fox News. Aviles, 26, has not been charged with a crime in connection with Ferguson's disappearance. After her stepmom sent her money and helped her book a hotel room, Katie eventually made it to Alabama. But she decided to move back to Wyoming a few months later, calling Aviles for help, her family said. It's all bad, man. Very toxic situation, man. Very, very toxic. At some point during the trip back, Ferguson vanished. She was last seen in Truman, Arkansas on October 10th, but not reported missing until nearly a month later in Cody. On November 4th, Aviles' Dodge Durango, which he drove during the trip, was found abandoned near Cody. A search of the car by a federal investigator found dried blood and evidence of gunfire. Aviles was arraigned last month in Wyoming federal court on a charge of being a felon in possession of ammunition. He has pleaded not guilty. All right, guys. So next article, and then we'll get into videos. So, like I said, these are all first articles when this first happened. We're gonna get to the more current stuff. Just listen in. Okay, next article. Adam Aviles Jr. became very controlling towards Katie Ferguson, according to her sister. The ex-boyfriend of missing mom Katie Ferguson became very controlling and allegedly relapsed into drug use in the months leading up to her disappearance, according to her sister and a May message from Ferguson herself. Ferguson, a 33-year-old mother to two young girls, was last seen on October 10th in Truman, Arkansas, while on a cross-country drive to Wyoming with her ex-boyfriend, Adam Aviles Jr. Aviles, 26, has been in police custody since last month and is now facing a federal criminal charge of being a felon in possession with ammunition, which he pleaded not guilty. He has not been charged with crime in connection with Ferguson's disappearance. But in the months leading up to Ferguson's and Aviles' breakup in May, family and Ferguson herself noted troubling changes in Aviles' behavior. Fox News reported Sunday. I don't know if it was the stress of having a baby with her or the stress of life or what it was, but he was different. Ferguson's sister, Nicole, told the outlet he was very controlling, like she wasn't allowed to do anything or go anywhere. Ladies, red flag. One of the big red flags, right? I would be like, Katie, let's get together. My kids miss you, recalled Nicole. And she would be like, I can't. Adam doesn't want me to. In May, Ferguson broke up with Aviles and drove off from Cody, Wyoming to Alabama, reportedly telling her stepmother that Aviles kept following us. I kept seeing him everywhere, she wrote in a Facebook message to her stepmom, Angela Ferguson, shared with Fox News. I couldn't stay in Cody. I just need help. In the same string of messages, Katie reportedly alleged that Aviles had relapsed into an old drug habit. She eventually made it to Alabama, but decided to move back to Wyoming a few months later, calling Aviles for help, her family said. At some point during the trip back, Ferguson vanished. She was last seen in Truman, Arkansas on October 10th, but not reported missing until nearly a month later in Cody. On November 4th, Aviles' Dodge Durango, which he drove during the trip, was found abandoned near Cody. A search of the car by federal investigators found dry blood evidence of gunfire. All right, guys. So that's another article down. Let's go ahead and get into some the latest scoop, or at least the latest that I could possibly find for this. And it's I don't know, kind of pissed me off, but it kind of leaves me hopeful. I'll just get into it. Let me go ahead. Actually, you know what? While I'm reading this last article, we'll go ahead and we're going to get this back up on the screen. So we can share her face a little bit more before we wrap it up. So let me see here. Let me pull this up. All right. So this is from, let's see, June 18th, 2024. and this is the last thing I could find. I couldn't find any other updates on it. I'm going to continue looking because I really want to follow this because I'm praying that there ends up being a murder trial, that this man gets the swift justice served upon him that he so deserves. So, but anyways, let me go ahead and get in this article. And yeah. All right, guys. Suspect in disappearance of Cody woman strikes plea deal on federal gun charge. The on and off boyfriend and suspect in disappearance of Cody woman reached a plea deal Friday on separate federal gun violations that could keep him in jail for years. The woman has been missing since October 5th. A Cody, Wyoming man who's a suspect in his girlfriend's unsolved disappearance has reached a plea agreement on a separate federal gun violation that could keep him in jail. Adam Aviles Jr., 27, isn't charged with homicide in the October disappearance of his on and off girlfriend, Katie Ferguson, whom he was driving home to Cody from her mother's house in Alabama last autumn. While they left together, Ferguson never arrived back in Cody with Aviles. But Aviles has been a homicide suspect in that case for months, according to the court documents. When he was arrested in November on suspicion of being a felon in possession of ammunition, investigators reportedly had found blood and bullet hole in Aviles' Dodge Durango. Cadaver dogs alerted on the vehicle, as well as court documents say. No public entity has made a public announcement of having found Ferguson, indicating she is still missing somewhere near Arkansas or Texas. Her last known sighting was in Truman, Arkansas on October 5th. Ferguson's mother, Mona Hartling, did not immediately respond Tuesday to a request for comment. A confidential agreement, a plea agreement, was filed Friday on Aviles' federal ammunition case, but the details of it hasn't been made public. He was indicted May 14th with one count of possessing ammunition as a felon and another possessing a Glock 45 caliber handgun. Each charge carries a maximum penalty of 15 years in prison. It is unclear if Aviles will be entering guilty pleas or variation of guilty pleas to both charges or to some other conglomeration of charges under the plea agreement. Due to private entry in the case, let's see what else. A little history. Ferguson's mother contacted Cody Police Department to report her daughter missing November 2nd, according to an evidentiary complaint filed last year in the U.S. District Court of Wyoming under Aviles' firearms case. A police sergeant confronted Aviles, who had made it back to Cody with the couple's children, but he reportedly said Ferguson wasn't missing. She just didn't want contact with her mother. Yeah, okay. On November 4th, someone reported an abandoned 99 Dodge Durango parked in the Oregon Basin of rural Park County, and it was registered Aviles. While Park County Sheriff Darrell Stewart investigators searched the Durango, they smelled blood in the vehicle. They found the front passenger seat missing, a loaded Glock pistol magazine near the vehicle console, and a trash bag containing a bloody piece of vehicle interior, the affidavit alleges. Man, he straight up burned that thing. Bet. They also saw a projectile hole covered with duct tape in the front passenger door, reportedly. While they searched, Aviles approached carrying a gas can, the document alleges. He reportedly said he was bringing it to supply the vehicle with gas. No bullet hole back then. A police camera in Truman, Arkansas captured an exchange between Ferguson Aviles and an officer on October 5th. There was no bullet hole in the passenger side door at the time. But 4 days later, a Texas State Police patrol camera captured the vehicle, which showed the duct tape on the door and Aviles in the vehicle with a clothing heap covering a passenger seat, says the affidavit, adding that Ferguson was not in the vehicle at the time. Ferguson also wasn't in the Durango on October 11th when a Colorado State Patrol trooper spoke with Aviles reportedly. So that's where we're at. This mofo took a plea deal, right? So he in lockup right now, but we don't know a whole lot. obviously, which is frustrating, but that gives me hope that they're working on a case. They come on, man. They know, we know. It's just proving it, right? To make sure that that conviction is going to be secured the moment they indict him for it. So I am praying that I couldn't find a lot of information because that investigation is still hot and live. Granted, I haven't reached out to like family or anything, family members, any of that type of stuff to try to get any type of information or interviews or whatnot. So I'm sure there could be more information out there to be gleaned. But as far as law enforcement information, which is the most important to me, is that when we're talking about these cases, there isn't anything else that I can find. So if you're following this case and you have more information that I did not cover here, please shoot me an email, or get a hold of me on one of the, shoot me a message on one of the social sites. We have Facebook, we have, Instagram, we got X. Also, we just started up a whole new Facebook group. You can go check that out on my community post. Go to the community tab. I posted the links to that. Go check it out. Come join up. It's a great spot to come kick it and just talk, pretty much about everything. So if you have information, though, hit me up, let me know. I'll be keeping up on this. I'm gonna continue to follow it. I'm praying that this goes to trial. I'm praying that this dude gets indicted and he gets convicted. But guys, so that is the story of missing Katie Ferguson out of Wyoming. And let's stay on top of it. Let's stay following it. Please share this. Please share this this premiere of this video. Get our name out there some more. Every content creator that does it, it helps. You know what I mean? Somebody's got to know something, right? Somebody's got to know something. And sometimes when there's enough pressure in the media, the social media and stuff, I don't know. I feel like when dudes hear about it in jail, they start buckling. I don't know. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but that's gonna be it for this show. Hopefully you appreciated it. Much love to Katie Ferguson's family, her babies. Nothing but love, prayers, and praying we find her. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. It's your boy, the real Piscean Predator, aka TRPP baby. And until the next video, next live stream, real whatever it is, I'm out, y'all. Much love. Peace.
TRPP'S True Talk Show, where the real stories flow. Tom the Real Piscine Predator, letting the truth show. From crimes to politics, he dives deep into the core. MMA, trending news, nothing he won't explore. Get ready for the ride, no filter, no disguise. TRPP'S True Talk Show, where the real stories flow. Tom the Real Piscine Predator, let the truth show. From crimes to politics, he dives deep into the core. MMA, trending news, nothing he won't explore. Get ready for the ride, no filter, no disguise. TRPP speaks the truth, no sugarcoat or lie. Buckle up, hold tight, the facts will blow your mind. Smash the like, comment, subscribe, don't let this pass by. No, let this pass by. Unveiling mysteries, shedding light on what's concealed. Tom unravels the unseen, the untold tales revealed. Each episode a journey, a roller coaster of insight. No topic off the limits, the uncovering taking flight. Brace yourself for the impact, the naked truth on display. TRPP's voice echoes loud, resonating far and wide. Standing tall in the storm, unafraid to take a side. Join the conversation, let knowledge be your guide. L.l.l. And the roar of honesty, the rhythm of the real, in the realm of authenticity where lies can't steal. TRPP'S True Talk Show, a beacon of zeal.